Jeopardy! TOC Nailbiter makes fans question judges. Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions has been a challenging and exciting event. But the finalists have a nail-biting match, leaving fans questioning the judges' ruling. Tensions rise. Jeopardy! 2025 Tournament of Champions finals have been a nail-biting affair. Watching Nilesh Vinjamuri, Adriana Harmeyer, and Isaac Hirsch battle for the top win has been exciting. While Adriana had a tough night earlier in the week, Nilesh has been taking charge. But at the beginning of Game 4, Nilesh started the match with 2 wins over his opponents. At that point, Adriana had 1 under her belt, but Isaac hadn't grabbed a win yet. When the close Game 4 unfolded, fans disputed the outcome. Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions keeps the players on their toes. On February 12th, Jeopardy! TOC kept the competitors on their toes. For the majority of the game, Isaac Hirsch was on a mission to win. He had a fairly significant lead over his opponents. At the end of the first round, Isaac had $7,000. Compared to Adriana Harmeyer's $2,800 and Nilesh Vinjamuri's $4,200, he was set up nicely. In this game, Adriana stayed close to the $3,000 mark for the rest of the game. However, Isaac and Nilesh were duking it out for the victory. When they got to the end of Double Jeopardy, Isaac took off, having nearly $10,000 more than Nilesh. However, Final Jeopardy can always shake things up. Final Jeopardy. During Final Jeopardy, the competitors stared each other down as they faced the category, European Artwork. Ken Jennings guided Adriana Harmeyer, Nilesh Vinjamuri, and Isaac Hirsch to choose carefully with their wagers. After returning from the commercial break, the clue was given. It read, a rope around their leader's neck, the man depicted in this late 19th piece seemed resigned to death, but in the end, they survived. Unfortunately, Adriana had the wrong answer. She guessed, what is the raft of the Medusa? She bet it all in hopes of a Hail Mary attempt. Since she wagered $2,800, she ended with $0. Nilesh captured the correct answer. What is Burgers of Calais? With his wager of $8,401, he shot up from $13,800 to $22,201. That brought him to just $1 above Isaac. Then Isaac's answer was revealed, but it left judges debating. While they ruled to accept his answer, Isaac's handwriting had made the thrilling game a heart-skipping affair. Instead of Isaac's screen clearly showing burgers, his B and H were questionable. His penmanship nearly cost him the game, with the answer appearing as, what is Burgers of Calais? However, after holding his breath, Ken Jennings replied with a tone of surprise, affirming, we are taking that. After wagering $5,401, Isaac nabbed his first victory with a total of $27,601. Nailbiter makes fans question judges. On Reddit, several Jeopardy! Fans weighed in on the judgment call over Isaac Hirsch's answer. While some viewers suggest that the show add a keyboard feature to avoid the need for rulings, other people discussed how the letters appeared. A viewer says, congrats to Isaac today, but the correct FJ did not look like what was written. One person made a similar observation about the B in Isaac's answer. They say, the burgers looked like Dirkters for Isaac's FJ response. I'm going to guess that deciding if to accept handwriting that doesn't really look like the correct letters, while it's obvious that the player knew the correct response, is probably the least favorite task of the judges. Someone else believes it was a good call. They explain, since he wrote in all caps, it's clear that the line on the G belonged to the H. The first letter is a bit more questionable, but there's a slight bump. So I agree with Ken, and I guess the judges that it's a B. Another Jeopardy! Fan ads. I mean, it looked like the correct letters to me if you look at it in terms of what strokes did the pen make, and not the end result. At the end of Jeopardy! 2025 Tournament of Champions Finals Game 4. This win put Isaac on the board. Isaac had 1 win, Adriana had 1 win, and Nilesh had 2 wins. The overall tournament winner needs 3 wins to claim the title. What did you think about the Jeopardy! Judges' ruling? Do you think Isaac Hirsch should have claimed the win? Did it seem like he knew the answer? Did you enjoy watching the competition? Drop your comments below.